What could have been a much rockier day than it turned out to be. Well, investing in the stock market these days is not for the faint of heart. Consider this. If you'd put $1,000 in the stock market when it was at its peak last October, that would be worth only $846 today. That kind of loss has plenty of people biting their nails. Here's ABC's David Muir.
Global investors weren't the only ones in panic mode these last 2 days.
It was the heart's going and the mind is racing.
Retired social worker Marty Fritz was in a panic too. At 65, she's now begun to use some of her retirement nest egg. And now Marty, like millions of other retirees across this country, fears she could outlive it.
When I have to take money out of that and the chunk starts getting smaller and I know that I'm not going to get any big bucks to go back into it, that gets frightening.
That sense of fear was felt on the floor of the stock exchange today. Arthur Cashin is a trader for financial investment firm UBS, and he knows millions of baby boomers are preparing to draw from their investments too.
There is a higher level of anxiety building.
When the market weakens along with the economy, the advice is so often to ride the market, ride it out. But what happens if you are a baby boomer or a little older and you are getting ready to take advantage of your nest egg? And you simply don't have the time to wait?
I'd say go ahead and use that money anyway. If you've prepared sufficiently, you should be okay over the longer period.
But hearing that and believing that are two different things. Financial planner Karen Altfest has been answering calls and emails from worried investors all day. One investor wrote, "I'm worried that I lost about $10,000. What if the market goes nuts? I'm concerned about the diminishing of my portfolio." Today, many financial advisors answered with the same advice. Don't panic or sell indiscriminately. Expect losses in the short term. Stay diversified. And yes, ride the market out. But for investors like Marty Fritz, whose nest egg is shrinking,
The pond is getting smaller, and if it goes too dry, then I starve.